Greetings, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. This is going to just be, I was doing this reading off camera just to see what would come out. And this is what came out when I shuffled the deck, right? So I'm recording this reading because I feel like this is not just a message for myself, but this may have something to do with other people. And I feel like this is a message for someone else as well. So this is partly a personal reading for myself, but also a collective reading for the collective that may going through the same thing or experiencing the same thing as well. Okay. So when I did the pull, this card came out and it says it's time to come together and stand together and fight together. For me personally, what I get from this personally is that someone in my family bloodline is spiritually attacking the bloodline that I've created, which would be my children. And this spiritual attack is causing um, negative energy to interfere with our relationships with each other, right? So basically, what I'm saying for me personally, what I got from this is that there's someone in my family that was doing spell work on me and my children, trying to separate me and my children so that we wouldn't work together and fight together and stand up with each other together against our family and such, right? So that's a karmic energy in my family bloodline that could have been a witch doctor or doing spell work on me and my bloodline, but I was being protected by Archangel Michael, and all their spell work is being returned back to sender. Now, here's the thing. When it comes to this, there are at least 4 to 5 family members that I'm aware of that have had issues with this type of addiction. One of them is spending life in prison for unaliving his wife. The other one passed away from, I think it was pancreas cancer. The other one, which was my mother, passed away also from cancer. Um, and so they were all suffering with addictions. My mom was a drug addict. Both of my uncles were drug addicts. I feel like one of my uncles had a sex addiction and so on and so forth, right? So those 3 people have been removed from my family bloodline. 2 of them have crossed over. One of them is serving prison time for life, okay? And they were all found guilty as charged, right? So the energy that was attacking my family, my mom, her brothers, her sisters, was also attacking their family as well, their children, because even within that dynamic, um, in my mom's family, on my mom's side, from my mom's children, me and my brother, between me and my brother, I should say, we both had to experience a life with our mom being addicted to drugs. We had to go through things together as siblings because of the choices that our mother was making, and we ended up getting separated at an early age and taking care of ourselves, basically. So that's what I got from myself. It's a little bit more detailed, but for me, this is more or less telling me that the people in my family that were under spiritual attack have been removed, or the ones that were doing the spiritual attacks are being removed from my energy, okay? All their spell work is going back to them, okay? Um, and this also came out, and it says that spirit is protecting you from the people who say they love you with their mouth, but their hearts are wicked and far from the Most High, okay? So I'm going to leave that where it is. If that resonates with you, take it how it resonates. But for me, I'm going to close out with that for myself as that being my message. And I'm going to clarify the rest of this as if it's a message for you guys, okay? So if this is for you, collective, okay? Moving on. Spirit is protecting you from people in your life that say they love you with their words, but their actions and their heart are not aligned. Okay? This could be a karmic energy. This could be a family member. This could be anyone or anything around you at this time. Nonetheless, Archangel Michael is protecting you from whatever this is that is going on around you. And whoever this is that's doing this has been found to be guilty as charged. Okay? For some of you, I'm not going to spend much time on this. I'm hearing SA abuse from a family member that was never charged or served any time for the abuse that they did. This could have been a male family member that abused you as a child collective, never got charged with any crimes, got away with what they did type of thing. They're not getting away with anything, okay? Just because you don't see them receiving their karma doesn't mean they're not going to receive their karma, okay? Take it how it resonates. Okay, moving on. The time on the clock just said 555, okay? So outside of what you are giving messages to me for, what other guidance do you have for the collective regarding this message? Who is this person that I heard spent time and energy working with a witch doctor to block you from receiving your divine inheritance? Okay? What else is it they need to know? Somebody here is guilty as charged. In the eyes of spirit, the Most High God. Your good spirit irritates their demons, and their gifts also intimidate these people or this person. In the last days, there will be many false prophets that will work wonders with their gifts, but be not deceived. God is not mocked. Matthew 24:24. That could be significant. Angel number 24:24. I'm hearing 22:44. And then 42:24, and then 24:42. Reverse it. So something's being reversed. They made me reverse this number in different ways. So something is being reversed. All black magic and or blocking spells of any kind are returned back to sender. So someone's spell work is being reversed, and now they're going mad crazy and they're in deep shit because the spell work they were using to block you is being returned back to sender. Okay? So something's being reversed in your favor. They never thought you would ever say anything. So for some of you, if this was a case where there was some type of sexual abuse in your life, or you were sexually abused as a child, whoever the person was that did this to you thought that you would never speak up or tell your story about what happened to you. By you speaking up and telling the story of what happened to you, you're going to when you speak up about what this person did to you, you will break the bond or the spell or the magic or the power they have over you. So when you expose this person by telling what they've done, the magic, the spell work, whatever it was they used to hold you will be returned back to them. And you will no longer be a victim to this person anymore when you tell your story. Like you survived the abuse of someone, and by you telling your story, it vindicates you or validates you or benefits you in some type of way, okay? This is a song by a group called, or a rapper called OG. The name of the song is Do You Want to Ride? It's a channeled song. It talks about, do you want to ride in the backseat of a caddy, chop it up, or do or die? Something like that. True love is coming in. The stars are finally aligning for you, and this is someone's complete wish fulfillment. Touch not my anointed. So here's the thing. I honestly feel like in my family bloodline that I was chosen by the Most High God to receive spiritual clarity, about spiritual warfare and the things that we wrestle against in the physical sense, right? And to break the demonic hold, the curse that was on our family bloodline, okay? As are some of you guys. When you walk with spirit, or you work with your ancestors, or you are chosen by God to do certain things, you will go through a lot of trials and tribulations. People will not like you just because of who you are, even when you don't know the power you possess. People around you can sense it, smell it, or see it on you. And when they recognize the power you possess, they will try to steal it from you. Okay? Or they become addicted to you like a drug. And when they lose access to your energy, like an addict, they tend to go crazy without it. Because now that energy that fed them, that made them feel good or feel complete or whole or whatever you gave to them, is gone. So, whatever this is, your good spirit irritates their demons, and your gifts also intimidate the people around you. It's like you're constantly in the middle of a battlefield and you're always having to defend yourself against people around you. Okay. Any other messages for the collective? But in the center of all of it, you're being protected by Archangel Michael. We also have white magic, which is also a protection work that you can use on yourself to heal or protect your energy. Okay, practice using your white magic. You've learned how not to carry what is no longer yours. So this is you learning how not to carry the weight of others or allow others to weigh you down with their emotional traumas. Take it how it resonates. What else, please, and thank you. All of this was necessary for your spiritual growth. Take it how it resonates. These people or you were very insecure. Someone here that you left behind out in the cold went to build with someone else, and everything they tried to build together is now falling apart. So if this had to do anything with a relationship, a person that left you out in the cold, that went to go and build a life with someone else, please believe that person's life is falling apart, and everything they tried to build and create together is no longer able to stand. It's being torn down brick by brick, okay? Do not fear. Don't let fear get in your way. Somebody here could be losing it all. Five of Pentacles. They're making me recall some of the details of the case with my uncle that is serving time in prison for unaliving his wife. I don't know the details of the story. All I know is that my uncle was an alcoholic. And as far as I can remember, he's always been an alcoholic. I feel like he was an alcoholic because of his childhood trauma. A lot of my mother and her siblings were separated from their mother when their mother's husband passed away. Meaning, when my grandfather passed away, my grandmother went off and met someone new, a new person, who didn't want any of her children to come with them, right? So my grandmother was running from a situation where she lost everything. Her husband passed away, and now she was raising 5 kids on her own. And the opportunity showed up where someone in her life presented themselves to be a savior of some sort, and she ran off with this person, leaving her kids behind. I know for a fact that my mother resented my grandmother for a very long time for leaving her behind to be raised by her grandparents, mainly because my mother wasn't able to finish school. She had to work in the field and do labor as a child that she shouldn't have been doing. She had to endure um, living conditions that were not favorable. When my grandfather passed away, there was a source of income that was given to the caregiver of the children to provide for them. And my mother always felt like she never received her share of her inheritance from her father when he passed away. So she was angry with her mother for abandoning her. And when she had children of her own, she was not able to, take care of herself at the time. And then obviously not her children. So the same thing that happened to her happened to her and her children, basically. So it was a repeating cycle of the same trauma and abuse that she endured as a child that she inflicted upon her children. And between me and my brother, one of us had to be the one to say that we were not going to continue to live this way, right? I digress. Take it how it resonates. I don't know. You're manifesting not only a lover, but a best friend. And when it comes from the Most High, nobody can take it from you. Leviathan spirit is a demonic spirit that manipulates and convinces people that they have the power to control and manipulate others. Okay? Someone here is being spiritually haunted by their own demons. Somebody here could have tried to clone your phone or has copied your phone or tried to clone you. Okay? And now they're under judgment and balance is being restored. Okay? So whatever this was, through it all, I should say, you were being protected from everything you had to endure. Whereas it could have been hard to get through certain cycles or to end certain cycles or to walk away from certain people. But in the end, you know that by doing that and closing out that cycle with those people would free you from whatever that was, right? The Mad King is going crazy. Somebody's going crazy and they're in deep shit and they're under heavy judgment for torching the anointed one or the chosen one or trying to stop the chosen one from ascending. So the goal was to try to stop you, the chosen one, from ascending, from rising above the trauma, the abuse in your family or your life in general. That was the purpose of all these spiritual attacks, to stop you from ascending. But instead of stopping you from ascending, they actually help you ascend even faster than you would have ascended had you not gone through so much stuff. Okay? So now they're being spiritually haunted by their own demons, and you've learned how to not carry the weight of others or carry things that are not your own. Okay? Anything else for the collective highest good? Another card just came out that says under judgment, and they're under judgment because they failed at their assignment. Their only assignment was to stop you from ascending and fulfilling your purpose. That was their only goal in life, was to stop you from being the person you were meant to be. Okay? You're being removed from this energy, or they will be removed from your energy, and these people could be going to spiritual prison and or physical prison. And you are being freed from this spiritual prison and or this prison, and you're being released from prison because Somebody was trying to condemn you or charge you with a crime you didn't commit, or you were charged with a crime you didn't commit. Somebody tried to switch places with you and take away your ability to create or manifest. So they're showing me color purple, where this person, this is for somebody that was SA'd at an early age. And because of the abuse you endured by this particular energy, it could have stopped you from being able to conceive. Meaning making it difficult for you to carry a child of your own. And how that happens is what they're showing me. Like, if you are a female and you were molested by a male, the way that person made you feel at the time they did that to you, instead of you growing up and liking men as your people of choice, you choose women. And if you're with the same sex, you cannot create new life. So they stopped you from conceiving children by turning you away from your divine purpose, which is to give birth to new life. But if you're not procreating with the opposite sex, you cannot create new life. This is very sensitive. Please take it how it resonates. It's like you were not born gay. You were turned into this person because of what you went through. And I don't know. I'm done with that. Move on. Take it how it resonates. Somebody did not want you to give birth to your own children. I don't know. Addictions could be at play. This card says, do not gloat when your enemies fall. When they stumble, do not let your heart rejoice. Okay? So these people are being charged as, these people have been found guilty as charged. Whatever this was, whatever this is, whoever it was, whoever it is, they are guilty as charged. Okay? When you see your enemy fall, do not gloat in their downfall. Okay? Do not rejoice and be glad that it is. It's not a good day when it doesn't make the Most High feel good having to condemn someone for misjudging you. It doesn't give him pleasure to bring in judgment or to render such harsh punishment. He doesn't want to destroy you. He wants to help you with sin, right? So when one person falls, it's like the lost sheep, right? We all stumble, we all fall, we all make mistakes. It's not funny when you do it, it's not funny when they do it. So don't laugh at them when you see them do it, is what I'm hearing. Okay? Entrapment. You inspire someone to be better. This could be about a Pisces, doesn't have to be, but this is some type of entrapment, spiritual prison. When my uncle unalived his wife, the story that was told about it is that he was, and this is after they had got back together. They had been divorced and separated for a very long time, as long as I can remember. But I think at some point they got back together or remarried again, moved in together, and tried to start a new life with each other. However, my uncle still had them same demons that he was dealing with from an early age into his adult life that he hadn't dealt with. So he still had a problem with drinking. And when he drinks, he becomes a different person. And under the influence of alcohol, he doesn't, make the best decisions. Whatever happened in the day that this happened to my auntie, her name was Joyce, they say that my uncle was drunk to the point where when he came in, my auntie was mad because he was supposed to be sober. He wasn't supposed to be out drinking, whatever. He came home totally messed up. And I guess she had reached her breaking point. They got into an argument. I don't know if she provoked him or he provoked her. Whatever happened, he was found guilty for unaliving his wife, over unaliving her. Like, it wasn't just a fatal wound. He just could not control his temper. Once that demonic spirit took over him in that moment, he did the most, right? And so it was hard to accept that, because this man used to come to our house when I was a kid and spend the night with us and hang out with us, and I never saw him to be a bad person. So when they said he did what he did, it was hard to believe that he lost his mind that much, that he did that to his wife, and then sat there in that shit until he sobered up. And once he sobered up and realized what he did, he went out and got drunk again. And they found him on the corner of a section where he used to be. And that's how they were able to arrest him. He didn't even run. He just turned himself in, basically. He just wanted to get drunk one more time before he went to prison. And he's been there ever since. I don't know if my uncle is a Pisces or not. He could be. But, yeah. He had 2 children with my aunt. One of his sons is serving time in prison for doing the same thing the father did. And the other son lives a gay lifestyle with no children and never married. So their bloodline ended with, I guess, with my uncle. Like, he didn't have any other children after that, and his children don't have any children after that. So after that, there's no more people coming from that side of the family. That bloodline is done. There's no one in that family that can start a new beginning with them, unless my gay cousin has a child on his own. I don't know. We have a sewer maiden here, spawn of Satan. Anything else? I don't even know why they got me telling y'all my personal business, but whatever. Police could have been involved, and they were in my situation. Somebody wanted you to need them, and you don't. The angels of the Most High are coming in to hold your position, okay? That's what this represents. So either this has already happened for some of you, or this is about to happen for some of you. Somebody is gearing up their army to rally against the chosen one, thinking that the chosen ones are going to be standing unguarded, not ready for this attack, not knowing that the Most High has already prepared us for battle and that we're ready to defend ourselves no matter what this energy is. Take it out, resonates. Help is on the way. Somebody who regrets what they did. This could be them self-sabotaging this connection. And we also have the death card here. And do what's best for you, spiritual clarity. So whatever this is no longer has hold or power over you. The bond that binded you to this family bloodline. This family cursed their own family bloodline. This person cursed themselves and their family bloodline. Take it how it resonates. But somebody here has cursed themselves and or their family bloodline. No longer bound or blind to spiritual truth. This is a new birth or rebirth season for you or for this person. Take it how it resonates. True love doesn't hurt. Remember that. These same cards came out of my last reading. If you haven't seen the last reading, it should be posted now. This person couldn't beat you, so they joined forces with others to destroy you, okay? Pay under the table to sacrifice you. And you are about to win a lot of money. And that's why that Zip It card came out. When your abundance starts to come in, collective, keep your mouth shut. Don't tell nobody that you just hit the jackpot, or you just won the lottery, or you just got a promotion, or you just fell in love with somebody new. Don't share your business with people around you that you can't trust. All right? Someone is having a baby during Taurus season. So somebody could be pregnant. Congratulations. This could be a Taurus season baby, or this could be a baby you're having by a Taurus. Okay? Someone is being backed into a corner. This could be a fire sign, Sag, Leo, Aries. They wanted to destroy your reputation and it backfired. Somebody here could be burning or have stank coochie. Take it how it resonates, okay? You cracked the code and fell in love with yourself. And this was somebody doing backwards magic on you, collective. But you have divine protection from Archangel Michael. And if somebody doesn't love themselves, or if they're broken inside, you cannot heal or fix them, is the message. Okay? So when you're broken or hurt inside, no one can heal or fix you. Okay? The only thing that can heal you or fix you is learning how to love yourself. Okay? That's what true love really is, learning how to love yourself. Okay? When others don't show you love, or when you don't feel love from others, show yourself the love you deserve. Pour back into yourself. Fill up your own cup. Walk with purpose, you know. Don't let nobody take that from you. Don't let them take that from you, collective. Keep being the person you are. Don't let nobody take that from you. We have new levels, new devils, same spirit. If you defeated one, you can defeat them all. Okay, we have growing pains here as well. This is like trial and error, or these are like birthing pains or early labor pains is what I'm hearing. Okay, the change you've been waiting for is coming. You could have been dealing with an emotional manipulator for some of you, or this is an emotional manipulator for some of you. And these two people could argue about you, or these people could argue about you. Whoever this people, okay, this is what I'm getting. This is a group of Satanists, devil worshippers, people who don't serve the Most High God the way you do. And because you serve the Creator, the Most High God, and Spirit, Universe, Source, and they don't, they think that you think you're better than they are. So to make you, to prove to the world that you are not chosen by God, or you are not a vessel of God, or you're not a chosen one, they collectively target you to destroy you. But each time they try to target you to destroy you, it backfires. Okay? I don't know. Take it how it resonates. Look, when you get this abundance, keep your mouth shut. So your abundance is still going to come in. They didn't take anything from you. And nothing can stop you now, basically. You defeated them all already. So if you defeated one, you defeat them all. So you cannot be defeated. You're undefeated. And you'll keep being undefeated as long as you walk with the Most High God. An apology without change is manipulation. So we had emotional manipulator come out, which is what somebody here it wants to do, emotionally manipulate you again. And if you and this person do end up getting back together, if this is somebody from your past that's coming back in and y'all get back together, keep your mouth shut. Don't tell nobody. This is like you having that girlfriend that keep breaking up with her boyfriend, and you keep telling her to leave that person alone, and every time you look up, they back together again. So the next time you see this person back together with that person, don't say nothing. Keep your mouth shut. Let them figure out themselves whatever they need to figure out, because this person doesn't want to take the advice of other people. They don't like other people like giving them advice on their relationship, or when you give them advice on their relationship, they don't take it, they don't listen. So when you see them self-destruct, or when you see this situation fall apart, and they come back and be like, girl, guess what? Don't be like I told you so. Just listen without judgment, right? Something like that. Because this was someone that was being given advice to not engage or participate or to follow through with said action and or plan. But without judgment, they did it anyway. Whatever is about to happen to this person was already forewarned that it was going to happen. But instead of them listening or heeding to the advice given to them by the one that was sent to deliver the message, they ignored the message and they kept going. Well, someone is about to soon find out that by not taking the advice that was given to them from someone spiritually guided to give them discerning advice about a situation, they're about to fuck around and find out. Okay, take that how it resonates. And look, I ain't even see this. Someone is about to experience an unfortunate ending. Somebody is about to go through something very unfortunate and it's not going to end well. But trying to cause death and destruction in somebody else's life. Somebody's going through an ego death. Trauma blocks information or downloads that are needed to remind you of who you are. Slave masters, spiritual hijacker. So that going mad crazy card that came out, this one, this is about somebody going through an ego death because this person was spiritually hijacked by a demonic spirit, right? And so when this demonic spirit is removed from this person, they're going to feel like they're losing their minds. But really, they're going through an ego death to remove this dark energy from them so they can receive their downloads from spirits to remind them of who they are, okay? So this person also gives chosen one energy, this other person, but because they had a lot of pride and ego or a lot of trauma, they couldn't receive their downloads from their ancestors to fight against this demonic spirit. So like I mentioned in the beginning, this person was being haunted by a demonic spirit that was passed down from someone in the family bloodline, like a slave master. So this person was supposed to also free themselves from the generational curses on their family bloodline, but they were not strong enough to defeat this energy by themselves. So they ended up getting hijacked by the same devil that hijacked their mom, their father, their granddad, whoever that is that started this whole thing, right? So now they're going mad crazy because whatever spell work that was being used to manipulate this person is being removed from their energy. So they're going through a spiritual death or a spiritual awakening to remove this demonic spirit. And now they feel like they're going crazy in this headspace that they're in, being reprogrammed or deprogrammed, should I say. Okay? Take it how it resonates. Anything else? Anything else? Look, under heavy spell work and dark magic and having an ego death. Karmic test or divine union, choose wisely. Let me get some tarot real quick. I want to see, because I don't know who this is that I'm talking to or who this is for, but the overall energy is giving someone going through a karmic test to prove that they are ready for this divine union. in order to have this divine union, they got to pass their karmic test. They got to defeat all levels or all devils on all levels. If they defeat the devils on the levels of their spiritual journey, they can have divine union in the end. But it's going to take a lot of work for someone here to fight against these demonic energies. So take it how it resonates. Can I get some clarification on this message? Some clarity, please. Yeah, we got the Judgment card that already came out twice, and the Lovers. This is someone's lover, or someone who chose a lover who chose the wrong lover, going through a spiritual awakening, receiving some kind of bad karma for choosing the wrong lover. So this person's receiving some kind of karma for choosing the wrong lover, and they argue about you. It's your time to shine and be happy. Do what's best for you. This was a lot of this was a lost love, or a lost loved one, or a passed on loved one that wants you to do what's best for you. So for some of you, there's a spirit here that wants the best for you. They want you to be happy, and they want you to close out this karmic cycle. Oh. If we're talking about generational curses on the family bloodline, there's someone here from your family bloodline that wants to congratulate you for closing out this karmic cycle and freeing the entire family bloodline from this generational curse. Okay? They're very proud of you for being the one chosen for this assignment, and they're very proud of you for not allowing this demonic spirit to what's this message about? There's a crow in the background. I just saw the number 4224. I just talked about that number with the Matthew 24 scripture. They want to reward you for being the one that done the work. So you're the one that did the work to free the family from the family curse that was put on them by a family member that wanted to hijack everyone's energy. I don't know. I got distracted by those crows. What's the Page of Pentacles? You're the first one in your family bloodline to break generational curse. Okay, so they're saying that you were the first one in the family bloodline to break the generational curses. Okay. Yeah, you're the first one to be able to do it. Other people before you were chosen, but you're the only one that actually was able to do it. So you wasn't the first one chosen for this job or this assignment, but you're the only one that actually was able to do it. Okay. Yeah, you're the only one that could do it. So other people were chosen before you to do it as well, collective, but they were not able to do it. Like I said, this person was also chosen to do it, but they couldn't do it. Yeah. You are a badass being full of life and love and possibilities. Through this deck, may you find a path that's best for you. Same thing this card says. Do what's best for you. So this card says, find a path to you, to your best self, is what it says. So you found the path to your best version of yourself. You're on your highest timeline right now, collective. You've mastered all of the levels, the devils, the obstacles, whatever was put on your path to destroy you, you managed to overcome them all. Okay? Where others could not do it. And we have justice coming out in the upright. Divine justice is in